Jack, and this is the rant. Well, again, it's not so much of a rant as it is, kind of a year in review. What happened in 2011? So, without further ado, let's start off in January and run it all the way through December. Now, as we all know, Robert Gibbs decided to resign in January, and that left all the comedians out there having to have to write their own material. Of course, Auburn ended up beating Oregon, but nobody really cared because nobody watched the game, and unfortunately, Gabrielle Gifford got shot in the head. In February, the Packers beat the Steelers, which really made me mad. Jane Russell happened to die, and Scott Walker made a whole bunch of teachers mad. In March, the Middle East was pretty much one big riot. Elizabeth Taylor ends up passing away, and Japan gets hit with one of the worst earthquakes in history, causing a huge tsunami, creating a reactor to melt down and causing them to glow. Anyway, in April, our government almost shuts down, but they even failed at that. Obama finally found his birth certificate. Tornadoes devastate the southern states. Fidel Castro decides to resign. And Prince William decides to marry Kate Middleton, but Pippa kind of stole the show with her butt. Let's face it, it's cute. In May, Osama bin Laden was killed. Animal Kingdom won the Kentucky Derby, and Lady Gaga topped Forbes 100 celebrity list, which used to be held by Oprah. Well, Oprah Winfrey does her last show on TV. Randy Savage dies, and Joplin, Missouri is hit with the worst tornadoes in U.S. history. In June, the Mavericks beat the Heat. Cool. The Bruins beat the Canucks. Who cares? John Edwards is finally indicted. Wiener is exposed and then resigns. Same-sex marriage is now legal in New York. New Mexico and Arizona are on fire while Iowa is underwater. The U.S. women lose the World Cup to Japan. Terror attacks hit Norway. Amy Winehouse dies after Betty Ford. That's weird. The last shuttle is launched and Casey gets to walk. Now, in August, the debt ceiling was raised by a little bit and our credit rating was decreased by a little bit. 38 men and women died on the deadliest day in the Afghan war. Buffett gets this sweetheart deal from Bank of America while Steve Jobs decides to resign, and Irene hits the East Coast. In September, the government almost shuts down again, but they didn't. Occupy Wall Street begins. The hikers hike out of Iran. Texas catches on fire, and now eating cantaloupe can kill you. Don't Ask, Don't Tell turns into Don't Care, and I turn 47. October, the Cardinals beat the Rangers. Who cares? Gaddafi is captured and killed. Snow rocks the Northeast. You deserve it. Steve Jobs and Dan Weldon both die, and Legoland finally opens. November, the sex scandal rocks Penn State. Joe Paterno gets the axe. Herman Cain's 999 turns into Women, Women, Women. Black Friday sets a new record and the Super Committee fails. December, Sandusky gets cuffed, tossed in jail. Supposedly the unemployment rate is down and they classify the Iraq war as done. Kim Jong-il dies. That's it in a nutshell, friends. That's the year 2011. Let's hope 2012 is better. If you need help with your finances in that year, give me a call. 727-823-1500. My name's Jack. That's the rant. Happy New Year.